means you will understand here. So I will take little bit down here. This is our triangle ABC and AD is the bisector. Then what I did, through C I have drawn one line which is parallel to AD, and this BA I have extended here. So this BA will meet to this line at point E, suppose. Okay, this is our construction. See here. Then AD is a bisector, so this angle and this angle is congruent. Now see carefully. So construction what telling? C is parallel to AD. Then if AD and C are parallel, then AC will become a transversal, children, right? Then due to that, see what it will happen. You have to write all these steps, just from the figure I am explaining you. So as this AC is a transversal, so see this angle, that is DAC, and ACE means this angle, they will be congruent. Why? Alternate angles. Okay, so I will put the names or give the numbers for them. Suppose this number, if I take 1, right, then this angle I will take 2. Then here we will get angle 1 congruent to angle 2. Why? They are alternate angles. And why? Because AD is parallel to CE and AC become transversal. So you remember this much. So this is your equation first, suppose. Now see, again here AD is parallel to CE. Then this BAE will become a transversal. And due to that, see, this AD is parallel to this. So this is transversal. So this angle, see, that is BAD, this angle and this angle, they will become corresponding angle, right? Like this, see, suppose these two lines are there and this is a transversal. So these two angles are corresponding angle, and we know that corresponding angles are always congruent. Then suppose if I take this angle as a 3 and this if I take a 4, then we will get here angle 3 congruent to angle 4. Why? These are corresponding angle, and keep equation number 2. But see, originally in the problem we have angle 3 congruent to angle 1. Why, children? Because AD is the angle bisector, they told. Mean this angle and this angle must be congruent. So 3 and 1 are already congruent here. Then see, and we can take this as a given, and this will be your equation 3. Then see, equation 1 is telling 1 is congruent to 2. Okay, but equation 3 is telling 1 is congruent to 3, and equation 2 is telling 3 is congruent with 4. Means see, 1 is congruent with 2. Okay, no problem. 1 is congruent to 2. Why? Because alternate angle. And then this 1 is congruent with 3 and 3 is congruent with 4. Means here see, this angle is congruent with this one. Okay, and this angle is congruent with this one. But these both angles are congruent. Then their congruent angle means is congruent is this, is congruent is this. So these both angles will also congruent or no? Yes. So see, 3 is congruent with 4, 3 is congruent with 1 also. Means 1 and 4 will become congruent. But 1 is congruent with 2, means 2 and 4 will become congruent. That is the transitivity we can say here, right? So in this way, angle 2 congruent with angle 4. Yes, you can keep it this as the equation number 4 here. Then see, children, if you consider only this much triangle ACE, in that its base angles are, we got congruency from the fourth equation. So according to the converse of isosceles triangle, side AE and side AC will become congruent. You know, in 9th standard we have studied isosceles triangle theorem and its converse. So we got from this, we got AE congruent to AC, converse of isosceles triangle theorem. You can write like this here, and this is your fifth equation. Okay, then now suppose if you understood this whole triangle, I will show you 1 minute. I will show you like this. See, suppose this is a full BEC is one triangle, children. Okay, in this BECC, then this AD is parallel to this CE. Yes, then here remember our basic proportionality theorem. Yesterday only I told you, see, basic proportionality theorem is like this. If this line is parallel to this, then this upon this equal to this upon this. So here also, see, triangle is in this way, see now. So this line means this one. If this is parallel to this one, then this over this equal to this over this. That is BA over AE is equal to BD over DC. You can get it. So write like that. So BA over what I got? BA over AE is equal to BD over DC. Right? I am writing in very short. Actually, this solution is given in your textbook. This is just for your guidance here. So, BA over AE is equal to BD over DC we got. Right? Our proof, C, BD over DC one side we got, C. We want BA over AC, but we got BA over AE. So, this AE we don't want. We want here AC. Then see what we have proved. AE and AC we proved equal. Then in place of AE here, just you put AC and you can give the reference of that equation. That from equation, see what number? Equation 5 you can tell. So in this way, see, BA over AC is equal to BD over DC is get proved here. Okay, means in one triangle, if this angle bisector is there, then this over this is equal to this over this, we can tell. Or see, here you can take certain situations also. Mean they may give the triangle in a different position. Suppose this one triangle is here, ABC, and now BD is a angle bisector. Then how you will use this property here? This is a bisector. It is bisecting this angle as well as this side is get intersected. So these two intercept, see. So AD over DC is equal to AB over BC you can take, or DC over AD is over AB over BC we can take, or this situation like this. If it is like this, then see now, this is the bisector. So it is dividing this side. So this upon this equal to this upon this, or this upon this equal to this upon this. Like this also we can prove. So one case I have proved it today here. So hope you would have understood it. Okay. Thank you, children.